So the first thing that'll happen will be that the defense team, Donald Trump's team, will file motions for appeal. They will file for motions to stay the judgment, i.e. to prevent them from having to pay it immediately. If those attempts are successful, he may be able to buy himself some time. If those attempts are not successful, then he'll have to post a bond. In essence, a portion of the money that is due while pending appeal. It's unlikely that he's going to have to pay the full $354 million immediately. That's not going to happen on a practical level. But the other aspect of this is the restrictions on his business and the idea that he and his sons, when attempting to do business or operate business in the state of New York, will have to get permission from the special master, Judge Barbara Jones. And with respect to the ban on operating businesses within the state for 3 years, this is a significant blow. If that is upheld on appeal, if that goes into effect, we're talking not only about a significant outlay in terms of the expenses that Mr. Trump will have to pay to satisfy the judgment, but we're also talking about a significant reduction in the revenue that his companies can produce because he's going to be out of business effectively in New York State for at least a couple of years. In a larger sense, he lost control to be the decision maker for his companies. The companies, as of now, still exist. They're not being forfeited under any immediate senses, but he's got to ask permission to do anything significant moving forward. It goes to the heart of Mr. Trump's identity. He has sold himself as the consummate businessman, the consummate impresario and financial genius. And he has often boasted. There's nothing humble about whatever the level of wealth is that Donald Trump does have. He boasts about it. These judgments have not only the potential to change that level of wealth significantly, but to really go at the core of his identity and to strike at the heart of who he claims to be. Basically, every bank of significance in the United States is chartered to do business in New York State. So this has the potential of really thwarting his leveraged form of doing business in the real estate industry. If Mr. Trump wins election, his businesses will once again find a way to thrive. If Mr. Trump does not win election in November, or if Mr. Trump's criminal cases prevent him from really being a meaningful candidate, then his businesses may be in jeopardy. But the reality of Mr. Trump's legal trials and tribulations, excuse the pun, is that he has largely succeeded in running out the clock. The greatest success that Donald Trump has had in courtrooms around the country has never been a function of the evidence, and it's never been a function of the law. It has been a function of his ability to delay, such that in the context of his federal legal troubles, he might be able to do away with them either by dropping the prosecutions or by pardoning himself. And in the context of the state versions, like this verdict from Judge Engoron today, Mr. Trump might very well be able to effectively run out the clock on those through the combination of appeals and, if he wins, the presidency.